whenever you're making your way to the Show Me State, don't be afraid to stop and do some playing across that plateau. Now, when you're there, trudge with care. Keep those peepers peeled and scan those emerald pools because they are full of life. And to the untrained eye, those shadows and shimmers, they might go undetected, but to anyone out there that can fling a fly, those are the crown jewels of the Missouri mountains. Every crunchy step down this path, the memories of past trips just started to flood in. It was really nice to see that there were still a few good trails splitting off of the main trail that led to the river itself. And in true Piney fashion, the early birds were slow sipping off the top, just tempting me to put on a premature dry fly. But in all the years of fishing this stream, I knew better. This initial bite would surely burn off as the sun started to come up. So as I watched the frequency of rises start to subside, I set up my rods with the original game plan. Well, here we are, folks. We are at ground zero. This is where all my fly fishing knowledge, adventures, kind of all kicked off from. This is a very special creek that I don't know if many folks know about, but it's one of my favorites. It might be my favorite just because of the sentimental value, but this is the Lil Piney. This is one of many streams here in Missouri that has a nice wild population of rainbow trout. And like I said, I spent a lot of time here growing up, so I'm hoping we can kind of rekindle some of those memories and get on some beautiful, beautiful wild rainbows. So let's keep moving downstream and get on some. Well, so far, so grind. It has been kind of a rough start to the morning. I've been using a streamer, kind of swinging it through the runs, and then a deep nymph setup as we've hit those deeper holes. But so far, the only consistent thing I can even see is that they're going off of the dry fly. And luckily, I packed myself a dry fly plan B because I figured something like this might happen. So we're gonna tie up the quick rig on this leader, get the dry fly out there. Yeah, hopefully they're still sipping. So let's get that done and try and get on our first fish here. Yes, let's go, plumpy boy. That is right where you want it. Now that feels good. One plumpy wild rainbow on the dry. Welcome back to the Piney. That is fantastic. Are you seeing the dims on this thing? That is one chunky boy. And we're gonna send him back. Ooh, he's ready. See you, buddy, thank you. Well, a series of sporadic bites has turned into a full-scale hatch. They are just going gangbusters. Right where this kind of log jam meets the water, they're just coming up and popping. That's what that guy did. He came up from the log jam and yomped down on our midge. Now, even though this is a midge pattern, I think the actual hatch, the technical hatch going on right now, is a PMD. This stretch of the Piney in most of my adventures, I'll see some sort of PMD hatch in the spring, summer, fall, whatever it is. On a nice warm day, they'll come out and play. And I've had some of my most epic dry fly days on sections like this on a PMD. So that's good to know, and oh, it's good to see. Get the skunk off, man. That's so sick. But I think we'll have to shake and bake and jump back in, because yeah, we got to get while the getting's good, you know? So let's go. Well, the getting was certainly good, but instead of capitalizing on this fleeting frenzy of fish, I decided it would be way cooler to film it all instead. Okay, it would have been nice to catch a few more fish out of here, but I mean, this hatch was so epic. I feel lucky just to be able to observe it all and then, yeah, capture it on film. In this one pool alone, I counted over 20 different bites. That's 20 different fish coming up in this one run in a 30-second period. That's so amazing. And it's just a testament to this wild trout fishery and how healthy it is for how long it's been around. It makes me smile knowing that the Lil Piney is just as good as when I last left it. Dang it, that was a good fish. There we go. Let's freaking go. And he just swam back a-okay. He flopped out of my hands. But that was another excellent little piney bow. And man, second on the nymph, but we had to just punch it up in there. I mean, I was being very dogged in my approach, just making sure we were absolutely hitting every single possible seam and run. And yeah, that was kind of towards the end. I was ready to book it out of there, and boom, he snaggle-lagged. So, ooh, it's good. It's good to get on those. So let's keep moving downstream and yeah, keep this grind process going. Start to try and figure something out here. Now, if I were to find myself in any other part of the country at this point in the day, I probably would have been in full panic mode, looking for some sort of plan B or radical change to try and conjure up a bite. But knowing Missouri and spending as much time on these rivers as I have, I mean, folks, this was nothing short of typical for late fall. Come on. Clear skies, clear water, and yeah, very spooky fish. I mean, again, this is typical. This is nothing that I haven't seen before. So the silver lining in this slow day is that the hike down was absolutely beautiful, and we were seeing a ton of fish. So knowing that there were fish here, I had no doubt that this afternoon and evening was gonna pick up in a major way. Time check, we're looking at just a little after 11:45, and I'd say our day is about halfway done, but we made it to the stopping beach. This is where I usually hike down to whenever I come to the Piney, and then I'll work my way back up. But here's a perfect place to kind of sit and settle, because this right here is by far and all my favorite pool on this creek. It usually has a lot of fish and some bigger fish too. And yeah, I think we're gonna, let things settle, grab a Cliff Bar, a little sippy sip, maybe change up the rigs a little bit, tweak what we got, and then give it a go. Kind of finish up this day here in Missouri, man. It's really hard to explain how happy I am to be back. It's always tough because this river changes so much, and when you make it here once, twice if I'm lucky in like a year span, so much changes. And it's definitely not the Piney that I used to know, but I'm certainly glad it's still here, and that the wild fish are still just kicking ass and taking flies, man. Well, that right there is all I really wanted, man. That is perfect.
Just the big old par marks on it too. That's just such a beautiful fish. Orange tipped beauty, but yeah, let's get this guy back in the drink. Let's go. See ya, buddy. Well, that is all I really wanted, and I just wanted that one, but I think there might be a few more in there, and this might be a little behind the scenes thing. I don't know if it has any merit or not, but I figured it's worth mentioning. You can kind of maybe hear it and see it in the golden flowing locks is we've got some wind coming our way. And what I've been trying to do, since this is such a big, deep, and really clear, still-ish pool, what I'm doing is I'm waiting on the wind. So as the wind blows, that's when I'll scurry up. That's when I'll cast. That's when I try and make my moves so that, yeah, the water surface is disturbed, so they're not as spooky of the shadows and the splash of the cast and whatnot. Again, I don't know if that means anything, but something to keep in mind using the elements to your advantage. Oh no, where are you going? Little turtle action, man. And they fight. Good job. Come on, buddy. Look at this dog digging. Yeah, dude, let's go. That's a great fish. What an afternoon dandy. That is a fine, fine fish. Wow. Did you see him fighting too? He was fighting like the dang Dickens. Orange tips, red band, I mean, wild as the day is long, baby. Let's send this cheeky boy back. Oh, are you off, sir? You gonna scoot? Oh, hello. Between the legs. Now that right there was textbook Piney. That was perfect, right up in some riffle stuff. Changed to the dry drop, right over, nice shallow approach, and we freaking got him. He was dogging me too, man. That boy had some fight. Oh, I'm sure there's some of you out there who can relate to home waters of sorts. You know, this is where I cut my teeth. This is where I learned most of what I know about fly fishing. Really kind of got that passion and got that hold, and it's, oh, there's no feeling like coming back. It's like freaking seeing an old friend, man. It's the best. Oh, that gets me so stoked. Let's keep on moving up, baby. There we go. Wow. And we just barely got him with the Rainbow Warrior. And he's off. Evening bite has officially started at 1:30. There we go, another one. All right. And off he goes. Dude, that's so beautiful. Look at him. Oh, there he goes. See ya. You're gonna want the net for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah! Yeah! Now that is one plumperooski rainbow. Are you seeing his little belly there? It's like popping out, man. Ooh, hello. Give me a shower. But man, they are seriously turning on to this, I mean, a very shallow dry dropper approach. I don't know if that makes any difference from this morning or what the deal is or what the switcheroo is, but I'm glad we made the switch and that they're eating, because yeah, getting on quick fish like that is so freaking fun. Okay, let's try and get one more look at him. He's so freaking gorgeous. There we go, one last look at the guy, and he is back. 2 thumbs up, would do again, man. That's so sweet. Oh, yes. What? Are you guys seeing that belly? Holy actual cow. You must be getting spawned up there, brother. This right here, this is the orange belly bow that just sits so deep in my memory, man. This is a fantastic fish. You know, a Missouri River, especially a wild blue ribbon circuit like this, it's not exactly known for its size. It's more so the beauty of the fish. And so this is a prime example, a masterpiece, man. A wild masterpiece. Get a load of that guy. Are you seeing the dims on that thing? Oh my gosh, is that beautiful or what? Dude, it is like within the hour, it is just clicked over. Something, I don't know what it is, maybe it is the sun, you know, starting to set. But man, these fish are so active. Okay, I'm gonna try and get you one last look at him before we let him scoot. Seriously, are y'all seeing that belly? That is orange. He must be getting ready for some spawn in action. It's early December here, but still, they might be starting to spawn in a little bit. And he, well, just like that, he is gone. Let's go, man. That is so hype. See ya. See ya. Well, since this swish has been so favorable, I guess it's time I mention what the hell I'm even throwing. So I took my New Zealand strike indicator off with a heavy deep nymph setup, just scrapped it completely, and I put on a dry dropper. And not just any dry dropper. You guys, you already know the deal. I'm rocking an adjustable caddis. So as you can see there, boom, we can adjust it for depth. I haven't really had to do it too much yet. Oh, and by the way, link is always in the description for the tie and the how to rig that son of a gun. And then what we've been getting them all on is just this little rainbow warrior right there. Just so subtle, so cheeky, and that is money. We did have one go off the caddis, so that would be so dope if we could get one on the big old caddis in the middle of freaking December, but oh, I don't care. As long as we're catching fish. This has just ramped this day up in a major way. So I'm loving it, man. Let's definitely not lose this guy though. Extendo for the win. Got him. Yeah. That is one. Plump, plump, plumpo. Wow. This must be a pre-spawn female. That sucker is full of eggs. Okay, the dims on this bow are just dummy. She's got to be a pre-spawn female full of eggs. But yeah, we'll let her back, do her job. Thank you very much, miss. Wow, that was an awesome fish. Dang. Well, I think it is safe to say that last plumpy rainbow is a perfect cherry on top of an amazing day. I mean, in true Lil Piney fashion, had a little slow start in the morning, but just picked up and like a rocket in the afternoon. It was action non-stop. But unfortunately, that sun is going down quick. Gosh, I can't put the words to it, but that feeling of like nostalgia and just familiarity, I guess. Being back on my home waters just feels so good. It was not too different than a night like this when me and my buddy first came down here in like freaking high school and caught our first wild trout. So it is the coolest thing, and oh man, words can't describe. But I'd love to hear from you guys. Where are your home waters? Where do you go and you get that feeling like you're back home? So while you type that away in the comment section, I gotta scoot out of here and yeah, make my way back home. So I'll see you next time. Well, hello, hi, howdy. How are you? If you're seeing this, that means you made it to the end of the video. And like always, I just gotta say, thank you so much. And you guys know the deal. You like and comment and subscribe, all the sharing, it goes into this weird YouTube algorithm. I don't understand it, a little above my pay grade, but it helps and it makes this channel grow. And if you have been paying attention, it's growing so freaking fast, and I have you guys to thank for that. And seriously, it means the world that, yeah, you guys are interested in my adventures and I love taking you along with. So if you can't get enough of the file season here on YouTube, well, I got some good news for you. You know the deal. We've got the Instagram, the Discord, and the Patreon. Go check those out. All sorts of good stuff over there. And something a little bit new, a little bit hot off the press is the website. So me and my buddy, we cracked down and we've got a sweet little website for y'all. And it kind of chronicles my adventures, giving angler guides as well as the videos. And then it also has like community pages and a store coming soon. But it's a great resource to, yeah, maybe plan for your next adventure, but also join the community. So go check that out. Everything's always linked down below. And before we scoot, I gotta give 3 quick shout outs. First and foremost, the Dry Fly Society for the killer swag. Second would be Ant for their sweet rods. And then finally, Hex, the best landing net on the market. I love this thing. So shout out to them. Thank you for supporting fly season. And with that, folks, wherever you're finding yourself, be it in the Ozark Mountains or in your backyard, I sure hope you're keeping those feet in the water. And until next time, tight lines.